maybe this map is an opportunity for us to put on a statement and maybe even try to get Sour Esports thinking as you head on to the upper right house. But who knows what's going to happen as we go on now. It is going to be Elevate and Skaeri. Our final match of the day. Winner advances to face Stalwart Esports.
So let's get it, bro. Elevate puck back to Ashenda. Really their domain so far. I mean, all across the competition for Call of Duty Mobile, and it's going to be a back and forth trade up there on the top side, but Kale is going to be just ratting things out here inside of the hill, inside of the smoke. Finally gets dealt with, and it's going to be a momentary break as well here, led by the side of players of Skaeri.
Yeah, Chroma definitely a guy that you want on that AR, as well as the War Machine to really light things up whenever you're playing. And also, again, a guy secretly playing a very great role for Skaeri, a new addition as stand-in player. That's going to be Kramzu. You don't really normally see him play in a big team, right? But with Skaeri, he was able to provide, he was able to get himself an opportunity to play in a massive state game like this in Stage 4. And has really proven himself to be a very valuable pick in terms of trying to play the hardpoint, as well as getting those cheeky corners to put this team a chance to even get the cutoff.
Yeah, he definitely serves his role pretty well. I mean, especially earlier up against Evil Dragons. In regards to respawns, obviously has always been the player you kind of want to watch out for as well. But back to the statement of the game, though. We are looking at so far Elevate puck here to be one-upping the players of Skaeri for a moment or two. But Skaeri's gonna be able to get the early rotation as well here on his P2, and it's gonna be a 5-man stack inside of the hill.
Here we go. That is going to be the shots fired now. Kalo making the break inside, but Elevate Kendi, as well as the guys. Again, this is the crucial play. If you do not contest Elevate's P2, that's where you just kind of fall into a place. So you got to be able to make it very scrappy, and you've been able to shut down the first wave of gunfights in it, and now the War Machine comes along, so you should get things done right through wipe with the War Machine into play.
A bit of a premature push here from instead of Elevate puck, just going down one by one, and it's going to be feeding off the momentum here for the side of Chroma, and that's going to be another wave sustained by the players of Skaeri. A player two, one player, PJ sustaining his life all through. Battle for the scrap time, but looking like the last and final lap is still going to be given to the side of Skaeri.
All right, Elevate. Now it's going to be looking like they're the ones running loose. Again, a bit more of a one-sided push that they were doing, right? They were spawning right through Wells, and they were just straight out slamming right through the P2 garage, the white room, and the War Machine was just really in a perfect timing, and everybody was just getting torched up by that operator. But now we move on to P3. It's a 10-point lead that Skaeri's been able to provide here at the moment, and Kendi and the crew has got their operators ready. PJ has got the Tempest in his hands, and this is definitely something that you need to convert all the way, but no chance for him as he's dealing with that high ground advantage brought in by Skaeri on that map.
Yeah, off the heady, that mission's going to be out here for side of Zebiodo, tries to go for the spawn trap. Player 4 doesn't really hold on to the spawn side, so there's not going to be any erraticness here in regards to the side of Elevate's flow inside of hopping inside of the hill. And so far, now we get to see some sense of definition here from the side of Elevate puck. Now, War Machine's going to be out here for Kendi. And the double on the fade. Monra Sabio's out. And it's going to be the players of Elevate puck now here fighting for the scrap time.
There we go. 28 points that they're able to provide here at the moment. That's just on P3 and P4. That's where you know you gotta be able to put up some resistance if you're Skaeri, because this is where you just kind of think mentally that, hey, we are slowly losing time, and that's where you just get lost in the thought process, and instead of just playing it and attacking inside of the point, you just continue to just try to look all over the place. So you need to get your team that contest around the hill, but that's really been hard right now with Elevate just getting so much of that map control.
95 to 52. Bring it up now. Double point lead here for the side of Elevate puck. And they enter the 100-point mark. The 100-killer drone flies by. The tactic feeds into the play. And it's going to be Sasano here on a 4 spree. PJ on the top from the top.
Oh my god.
Finds a quad as well for himself.
A little bit of tunnel vision there now for Skaeri. And Elevate just continuing to just feast onto those players. I mean, PJ was just licking his lips, just looking at all of those players, and damn, 3 picks? Okay, I'll take that any day. And Elevate now are slowly cooking up. Skaeri gonna have to fight back. This last 15 seconds, it may not mean a lot, but that might help you reset your momentum here.
Ooh, 132 to 52. It was only that P1 and P2 that Skaeri had an eye on, especially in regards to controlling this game. But now once the monster brings out the plays once again, it quickly overwhelms the players of Skaeri as they go back to P1. Susano is still not done. Good's on. Good for 4 once again off the death machine.
Yo, Elevate Susano just really popping off right now. He's got 25. That's the highest in the lobby right now. When you are right, when he is the one on the player head-to-head. Madame Sousa definitely knowing how to get that done on these long-range engagements. And I mean, a key roster player that has been there ever since for Elevate and has continued to really light things up. And now that's a 100-point lead that they'll be able to build up just on the first 5 hills, Warden.
Oh my days. 151, 55. Nearly a 100-point lead for the side of Elevate Puck. In my days. As they hop inside of the hill once again. Halo swings on by here on the top side. They're gonna go for Chow here from the top. Promo goes down. Should be mids as well. Everthil presides. Halo he goes.
Here we go. Kendi. Now, the main situation here is that on P2 earlier, they were not really having the favorable spawns. And now it has all been fixed. So nice adjustments coming in from them, and it's starting to look so one-sided right now. War Machine deployed, and it's enough to keep the pressure. Just keep on cycling here. It's gonna be Elevate as they stack that position inside of that garage. It's just 3 guys holding it. Now you get the War Machine to make the play. The Sparrow might just be able to make the break inside here. If you're mids, you gotta find the timing. But Kalo will continue to get it done. That's gonna be a wave down for Skaeri.
185 to 58 now. Skaeri. Not able to find any recoveries coming from the last 5-6 hard points. And now the Equalizer is going to be out here for Kalo. Good for 2 elimination. And now they try to double it down. Tempest is out of the Yeti. 200 points has now been claimed by the side of Elevate Puck.
Oh, damn. That's it. Another one. Operator is going to be invested. And also, the Predator missile just gave them exactly what kind of position is Skaeri actually taking. And they realized that, hey, they're trying to play for new already. They're holding down the well spawn. So let's try to cut them out there. Fortunately, it's not going to be a site that they'll be taking much more often, as they do log their way into the office building to gain that high ground control. So now they come in for the push. Kalo going to be on the top 10. Yopi is going to have the Sparrow in his hands. That is going to be enough pressure for you to dismantle the boys inside of defense's Hardpoint. Kalo sprays it down with the VMP, and Elevate are now close to getting this done. 25 more points to call this game.
Absolute masterclass performance here from the side of Elevate Puck once again in their domain of Ascenda. Able to get it done. 13 more points to claim. More than insufficient enough of time for them to close this one out. 243 to 61. 5 more points. Make it 4 more points. 3 more points to claim. Take it all away. It is Elevate Puck closing it out here in
my God.
P3.
Oh man, that's a masterclass right there.